guys, what is going on? It's Savage here, and today is the first Monday after the first ever weekend league, man. And I just want to once again thank you guys so much for the support on last night's video. Unbelievable, super humble, super blessed to go top 10 in the first week for you guys. But we're already back on our weekend league grind on the Xbox One, trying to qualify for next weekend league. And I got a glitchy card for you. It is Evan Ingram, 6'3", 85 speed tight end. And I want to give a huge shout out to my man Tuco. I'm going to link his Twitter down below. He actually told me to go and check this card out. He told me to buy it, and he told me to just try out this Evan Ingram. And I am so happy he told me about this card. And I am so happy I can make this video and tell you guys about this card. Now I want you guys to smack a huge thumbs up, because what you are about to see is pure greatness. As I get over like 400 receiving yards in 3 games with Evan Ingram. Like, he averages over 100 receiving yards a freaking game. This card is going to change weekend league, and I think his price is going to shoot through the roof. Whenever this dude gets a new card, I'm buying him. Now, Evan Ingram has 85 speed, which means he is just a freaking mismatch on the field, because most linebackers don't have 85 speed. The only middle linebacker who does is Shazier, and he's like 100K. Evan Ingram is like 2.5K. He's like 2,500 coins, and he can get down the field really fast in between the safeties and catch it with. You just got to take advantage of, obviously, the things that aren't working very well in the game, and that is how high zones are playing up. You see me, quick read right to Evan Ingram for like a 5-yard gain. I think that was actually Hunter Henry right there. But regardless, any tight end, but Evan Ingram is my favorite, and look how fast he gets down the field into the end zone for a touchdown. 85 speed on a tight end is ridiculous. Brandon Marshall doesn't have 85 speed, and he's a receiver. Eric Decker doesn't have 85 speed, and he's a receiver. Demaryius Thomas has 85 speed. Demaryius Thomas has 85 speed. Evan Ingram has 85 speed, and Evan Ingram is by far the glitchiest card in the entire game. Now, what you're meant to do with tight ends in Madden is obviously rely on them to block, but not only that, seams, up the seam, which is those middle routes that I love so much, where you saw him score a touchdown earlier. And right here, we're going to get picked off, but like I said, in this video, I'm trying to force as much as I can to Evan Ingram just to show you how much of a freaking beast he is. 85 speed to get down the field as fast as possible. Now, you guys are probably like, well, Savage, you have 87 overall Delaney Walker on your PS4. Are you still going to use Evan Ingram on your PS4? I actually bought Evan Ingram on my PS4, and I think he's going to make me perform pretty well in the next weekend league. I really, really do. And the reason being is because of these routes right here. He's able to catch the ball with 85 speed, immediately turn around, and just run up the field. Look at him right here, running to the edge of the field, getting that easy yardage, and then once again, getting the ball, 5-yard quick pass, and he is able to just outrun the entire defense down the sideline for an easy touchdown. It makes the game 50,000 times more easier. And right here, our opponent's actually going to wind up quitting. But in the first game of weekend league, 13 catches, 160 yards, 2 touchdowns for Evan Ingram. He is a 74 overall gold. Dude plays like a freaking 99 overall back in Madden 17. Now, what I'm going to actually compare Evan Ingram to is Madden 16. Madden 16, we could put receivers at tight end, like Demaryius Thomas, DeAndre Hopkins, you know, receivers who have pretty good run blocking. Evan Ingram is legitimately like having a receiver at tight end. He is an automatic mismatch. He makes playing offense that much more fun. He is super fun to utilize literally the entire game. Doesn't matter how good your user is, nobody wants the user the flats. So guess what this is going to do? It's not only going to elevate your offense, but it's going to change how your opponent has to play on defense. As you can see, look at that. Quick read, 5-yard gain turns into about a 20-yard gain down inside of the 5-yard line, setting me up for a 1-yard rush to Ty Montgomery for a quick touchdown. And then right here, well, I mean, you know the user guy has to show up from time to time. You know the user guy has to show up from time to time. But we're obviously, we're not going to pay too much attention about the users. We're talking about Evan Ingram. And Evan Ingram is just going to change the way your opponent has to play defense on you. Your opponent is going to be forced to play hard flats down there. And the second they start playing hard flats, you have different route combinations you can try. You can, of course, get a post going behind Evan Ingram. You can get a post. And then, of course, if he's biting on the hard flat, and if he brings his user over there, send him up the seam, baby. Quick read him right in the middle. Go get yourself a quick 25-yard gain, maybe even a touchdown. You got to remember he has 85 speed. No tight end in the game has 85 speed. I hit Delaney Walker on those little dink and dunk routes. Delaney Walker can catch it. He turns around, but he doesn't have that athletic ability to accelerate to max speed as quickly as Evan Ingram can. Look at Evan Ingram right there getting a freaking 15-yard gain. But then right here, this is where our opponent hard flatted. I made the wrong read, and I wind up throwing a pick six. That was just on me. That's obviously not on Evan Ingram. There was literally nothing he could do. I just made the poor read. But right here on this very next play, after you're going to see when he does come out in the hard flat again, there's the route combination I'm talking about. That post route to Dante Moncrief. Righty, once again, he puts him in a hard flat, wide open, just because he bites so low down on the tight end. And it doesn't matter who your tight end is. This little dink and dunk method is very, very efficient, and sending them up the seam is very, very efficient. But I mean, would you rather spend 300,000 coins on a 78 speed or 79 speed Gronk, or would you rather spend 2,500 coins on 74 overall Evan Ingram, who is 6'3" and can just be absolutely, he's a defensive menace. Nobody can on the defense wants to play against him because of his speed and the mismatches that you will automatically create underneath. In the middle. It's a freaking beautiful thing, and I think he will actually just make you guys realize how important it is for speed. If you're not sold on speed, this card will make you sold on speed. Now, he doesn't have the catching stats like other players, so he's not going to be able to go up and you're going to be able to hold Y or hold triangle and pray for an aggressive catch. But to be honest, I don't use my tight ends like that. Sure, I send them up the seam, but I don't throw it to the seam unless I'm 100% confident that he can actually come down with it, because I never want to throw a pick. Now in this video, like I said, since I was trying to go to Evan Ingram as much as possible, I did force a lot of reads. That pick six I threw was 100% my fault. I forced that like an idiot. I just shouldn't have made that read. But some of the reads where it looked like he was going to be double covered, I said just screw it, mask off, chuck it up, see what we can do. But if it got picked, it got picked. If I catch it, I look like a hero. But I mean, for the most part, the reason I love him is for these little dink and dunk routes. He's able to catch it, go upfield, he can take hits, he has the build of a receiver, the speed of a receiver. He's a freaking monster of a player right here. We're trying to hit him in between the corner and the safety. Little bit of an overthrow. That's all right, though. We're going to go right back to that post route to Dante Moncrief on 3rd and 25. This guy's team was absolutely amazing. And then with a couple of seconds left, we do wind up hitting Moncrief on the sideline to at least solidify a 3-point possession before the end of the first half. And then we go right back to our dink and dunks. Evan Ingram starting off. Just imagine it like this as well. You're going to also be opening up so many more reads. You're going to be able to hike the ball, and he's already going to be open because of how high the zones are. So if you're hiking the ball, let's just put this into perspective because this is what's happening. I hike the ball. He runs on his 4-yard out. I can immediately, if he's not in a, if my opponent is not in a hard flat, I can throw the football right away for a 4-yard gain. The zones are playing, if he's in a cover 3 sky and the zones are really far back, I can turn upfield now for an extra 6, 7, 8, 10, 15 yards. Depending on if Evan Ingram maybe gets a sideline, maybe gets a broken tackle, maybe he's even gone if we get a couple of upfield blocks or something, because you got to remember we also have a post route on that side of the field that can force a block off the field, and maybe we can seal the sideline and we're going. Evan Ingram right here, once again, a like 15-yard gain off of like a 3-yard out route, a 3-yard little check down. Look at him, wide open again. There's the block from Moncrief, picking up another first down. It is unfreaking real. Once again, another first down for Evan Ingram. It makes Madden simple. But then right here, your boy tries to get a little too courageous. Tried to let Evan Ingram seal it in regulation, but I do wind up throwing a pick. But I mean, this video is actually winding down right here in our 3rd and final daily knockout tournament game. And I hope at least you grasp, if like I said, you don't have to buy Evan Ingram. I'm just giving you guys the knowledge of it, just to realize 85 speed at tight end right now is the glitchiest thing possible. But if you at least don't buy Evan Ingram, maybe take a little bit of consideration of the route combinations that you've seen. Just take it, maybe lab with it yourself, that little check down to the tight end. Go tell me how you work with it. It doesn't matter if it's Evan Ingram. Like I said, I do it with Delaney Walker, and even sometimes in draft, if I don't draft the tight end, I'll do it with whatever tight end they give me. But it just makes playing Madden that much easier because your opponent has to adjust to it. But like I said, fellas, this video actually is coming to a close right now. We're on the final drive of overtime is right there. I'm forcing it to 2, I believe that was, I don't even know who I don't even know who I have on this team, to be honest with you, and on Xbox. I think that was Devontae Parker or Terrell Williams or something. This team is so booty cheeks, but it's all right though, man. We actually do. I think this is the final play. No, after this is the final play. After this is the final play. I promise. There's no more thinking. But I really do believe Evan Ingram is going to be that glitch in a weekend league and in salary cap even too. Because right here, that's the game-winning touchdown pass. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys took a little bit from it, even if it's just the route combinations. If you do buy Evan Ingram though, let me know down below in the comment section. Be sure to smack a big fat thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and as always, have a wonderful rest of your night, fellas.